It's finally time to meet up with
All
everyone.
right.
Paimon even dreamt of making the film last night.
It's 5 Nights at Fontaine,
Paimon
day
remembers
2.
right. We're meeting at Hotel de Boer. Let's get going.
Let's get this thing going. Oh, there's Ayaka and Yoimiya.
You're already
Hi, girls. Hi,
Good morning.
besties.
Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
Just the girls' day out.
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais
And
Marmonia.
these two, yeah. I actually met
originally
all of
thinking
them,
going with
but
him,
didn't record
but he said he could manage it himself.
their lines.
He
Got
told
some
me to go
pictures,
see
though.
The sights around Fontaine and
Super
to enjoy
cool
the
and
local
funny.
culture. So I rode the aquabus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Arania.
Yo, did you go swimming?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together.
Oh,
You've already seen them, right?
the Judge of Capellia and the Nemesis of Capellius, yeah.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
They really are. They should make more of
We
these.
sat and watched for
Kinds
quite
of
a
bosses.
while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Such a good boss.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them, too.
Absolutely.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater.
How does it
I held
work?
Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
How is that possible? How are all of us are able to breathe underwater? Wait, are we gonna see that? Yeah, we really
I
are.
didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer,
That's
I
so
decided to take
cool.
a big breath in.
I did ask for a
Turns
beach
out
episode.
Water wasn't as salty as I
so-
imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all.
How
Before
are
I
we
knew it, I was
breathing?
breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous
Bro.
and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
Bro, I love this. Quest underwater.
I knew that the traveler could do it.
I love
So
that.
I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beast.
I love it for these
I just
two.
love the name Blubber Beast.
Blubber
Just
Beast.
wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
That's it? It was just a cute little moment?
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aquabus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others, We're here.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
6 mile?
Wait, 6 miles?
Yeah, I'm not going to the army.
I'm so tired.
Morning.
I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
Weak.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup.
Hey.
The last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the
Understandable.
coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
ask
it
me.
is always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
And because you're not used to
course
waking up
not.
without any coffee.
I spent the
Probably.
whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all.
Yeah,
It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that.
Of course,
I know
yeah.
how to
You
get
earned it.
serious when the
You
situation
earned
calls
it.
for it.
Go ahead.
I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Fair enough. Fair
Here's
enough.
your coffee, Director Farina.
Hey, that's a nice camera angle.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called
Hey.
director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
I'm so happy for her.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive
Also, I
on
don't
time.
believe they used this technique before
We've reached
To
an
put an
agreement with
item
the restaurant owner.
in the character's
We are
hands
free to
like
use
this.
the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
Fair.
Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave
Free
the rest to
advertisement.
you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's
Veronique.
props and items. And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
But are they gonna get paid?
Feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
Surely.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're
Cordial.
all honored to be a part of this.
First time I'm
Your
hearing
works
this
made
word.
a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
That is so goated.
The story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway,
They
I
planted
would
the
like to
seeds
make
for
a
this
promise
event
to
back in
everyone
Inazuma with
that as
Xavier
the
being there.
producer of this
Like,
film,
it's so
I'll
awesome.
do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now! You may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right, listen up, everyone. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches.
Umbrella
All right,
finches? What?
Cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Seems
No
like
comment.
she's still a bit
Ignore.
traumatized by that.
No, Farina's just sitting
Anyway,
down
let's go see if
alone.
there's anything we can do to help.
Fiction and reality inside and outside the frame. I love the contrast. It's just
More speed.
one place is all the actors, Ayato, Chiori, and other staff members,
Ayaka
and
has
the other
mentioned
side
you
is
to me
just
before.
Yoimiya and the lights.
She said that you
That's
two
all.
were great friends when you were kids.
Really?
No talking.
Oh.
I'm thinking
All right.
about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve
Ah,
a
yes.
young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
Are you saying
just
I'm
have
not
too
too
much of a-
naive?
Calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Shut up. I love that she talks to Ayato like that. You really just shut up.
How about here?
Do your thing.
A little more to the left.
You got it.
My left or your left?
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
The clapperboard just gets edited out in post-production.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it!
Yoimiya?
I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
It is.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Of course. We do. And that's what scares me.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
So am I. But also scared. Okay, I'm gonna take some pictures. No!
So, this is a real musket?
I
No,
accidentally
it's just
triggered.
a prop weapon.
No.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images.
Wow.
When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around
Imagine
the muzzle,
creating
which will help
a
create
gun
the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
just from
Which
seeing
means it'll
its
be
picture.
up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right.
No wonder she has the
sound effects
Fontaine
for
Research
gunshots will
Institute
also be added
uniform
in
on her.
post-production.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also,
Makes
be
sense.
sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
That is true
I
and
also perform
facts.
similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
That's so sick.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
A sword master and a
Though
gun
these
master.
crops differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
That's fun.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon, or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
Hey!
Not
Ayaka
bad.
with a gun.
Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Damn.
Good. Now turn your body a
So
little.
epic.
That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Damn. Damn.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
He's so proud.
Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh?
Okay.
What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
Epic.
What do you think?
This all the more just reminds me of that meme. You know what I'm talking
Are you
about.
sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand.
These hydro sussies.
Miss Ayaka.
Sassy
Miss Severus,
sussies.
could the two of you please come over here?
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
What's up?
Let's go see.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Severus. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
Ayato asked to switch roles with her.
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss
Okay,
Chevres.
got it.
But brother...
You would play a good villain, Ayato.
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated.
That is true.
Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Come on, you gotta play a villain.
Are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly.
That's fair.
Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevres.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
But she'll still have to prioritize her work.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevres. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevres. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevres.
Huh.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that
Two
I was
birds with
mostly
one
motivated
stone.
by a desire
actually,
to
it's
spend more time on formal
3.
business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that?
Maybe 4.
According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is
Ayaka was on a
juggle 10
rampage.
different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
Ayato, it's too bad you're
Come on,
stepping
she
down
needs
from the
that.
role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is the punishment you deserve.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
You're the best candidate for a villain, that's for
It's a little
sure.
hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Yes, I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Oh, okay.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
I will. We will. You can count on us.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
I was about to say, like, did he really make an appointment in advance,
that
knowing
we're
that
all
he will
here,
back down
let me help set the
from
scene
the
for
role?
everyone.
Like, damn. But no. It doesn't seem like it.
The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why.
Why?
We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevres will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip.
Tulip.
And Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris.
Iris.
Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights!
Oh,
Camera! Action!
okay.
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Mother, you were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet, but one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
Shut up!
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take.
Nice.
Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
You shut up too.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevres?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great.
Really,
I couldn't tell
yeah.
It was your first time acting.
Especially
in
Ayaka.
film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles.
Okay.
This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Paimon looks so excited.
Mother,
Not a sound.
we're back. Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh?
Why? What's... Mother, she's...
Spilled the cup.
Huh? There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions. Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
Aw.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
That's the rainbow rose, guys.
And cut!
Shut up!
Beautiful! Great performance!
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
Cry on command.
I was surprised too.
What a manipulator.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character.
That's how it
It's
is.
quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone!
Sick.
We need to move on to the next scene!
That's awesome. That's so awesome. A full day of filming on this set. Passed quickly. Ah, the girls.
Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard.
You're just playing?
How do you feel,
It's a
Traveler?
serious
Your
job,
arms sore from
Paimon.
holding the camera all day?
A little bit, but it was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
Thanks.
You
I
too,
know.
Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset.
Yeah, that's nice.
Anyway,
That's
do
nice
you
to have.
remember my request from yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
Murder
In
mystery,
the
let's
story,
go.
The main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using
Yep.
their guns to carry out
Just
their
as they
revenge.
did in the scene.
And on each of the victims,
Leaving a
they
rose
place a
next to their
rainbow
mother.
rose as a signal that they've returned.
So you mean there were rainbow
Yes,
roses in your
That's
case
correct.
too?
We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting
Yep.
the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning.
Figured as much.
Especially after seeing the script today. Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have.
Maybe they are filming
What do
a
you
very
think,
realistic
Traveler?
movie.
You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
If we're only there to assist, then I think we can
Good.
join the case.
On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice.
You're welcome.
There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now? But we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
You were singing
The
some
most
other
valuable
tune a few
intel
minutes ago,
always comes after
Paimon.
nightfall. They
What
are like
happened to you,
small,
huh?
remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
She's a nerd.
So where
I like her.
Right now.
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Okay, makes sense.
Welcome to
Livre.
LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I
I didn't
help
mention
you?
it before, I think, but
Hello.
as
I'd
it
like to know
reminded
if
me
anyone
of
has
the
purchased some special
Vacher
components
case,
lately.
Special
where
components.
he used
Sorry, could you be more
his own
specific?
personalized
I mean, the
Gardimax
kind of components that
that
aren't
weren't,
typically
like,
used for clockwork toys,
registered.
but for firearms.
So he basically bought them
Huh?
himself.
For firearms? No,
And this
no, we don't
sounds
sell
similar.
those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Oh, hey, Chevris. Run out of oil for your musket?
Estelle!
Hello, Estelle.
Golded NPC.
I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Nice to hear your voice
is
again.
This another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Emma Breezy is a
Oh,
goated
why's
VA. Like, damn.
Because there's no profit!
Oh,
I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Then
Makes
has
sense.
anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand.
Mhm.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always
So
happy
that's
to
our
have the
next
Musketeers'
destination.
patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
that's what I'm saying.
Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
I can go
You
undercover.
think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know
Huh?
Oh?
Know what?
that I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
That's an interesting twist. Could you elaborate? Wow.
What's all this?
She grew up in
Some
Fleuve
broken
Cendre.
planks and barrels, as well as some...
Did
liquor
not see that
bottles?
one coming.
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon. Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendre own guns, few hide
This
the
is
fact
a
from
very
others,
equi place.
and even fewer would go to
Wouldn't,
such
like,
lengths to hide
gunshots be
markings for
heard
practice shots.
throughout all Fleuve Cendre?
Anyway, let's
Or
go.
am I just
There might
crazy?
be more to this. Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Damn.
Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm
we're
not
going.
here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she
Bribing.
saw? Is the captain of the special patrol
Bribing.
bribing a citizen?
Besides, it's called buying info.
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
That's what I'm saying.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same.
Okay,
The noises
makes sense.
I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
Okay.
I don't remember clearly.
Okay. Okay.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Then
Okay,
please,
ma'am.
think about it some more.
She's giving her even more.
Maybe she's just giving out some pet de fruit.
The noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself, and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pâte de fruits.
Pet de fruit. Pet de fruit.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
I want some pet de fruit
My
too.
apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion
Bye,
rings.
man.
But taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet. Now then,
Their
let's keep
faces.
going.
That was funny. That's funny.
It's been a
I
while.
love
Tisha.
Chevrus. She's such an entertaining character.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know
Tatro.
if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
Ooh, I
I've
like
heard
his
that bandits
voice.
have been extremely active in the countryside recently.
Who's his voice
and they've been
actor?
affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Obviously, yeah.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevrus. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
Must be hard.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
Fair enough.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
At least he's showing concern. He genuinely warned her.
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendre for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
So about the guy who died.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendre.
Yeah.
It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
But if we were following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a
That's also
nobleman?
something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. but according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead, much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey, and to whom exactly?
Could they be the novelist?
We've
I don't
thoroughly
know.
investigated that possibility. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the
Orphanage.
mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Not personally, maybe.
What should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
We focus
Investigations take
way too
time.
much on this
I
one
didn't
guy.
expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day.
Of course, yeah.
How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Okay, I really like this event. I really do. Wow. I had no idea I would like her character this much. Fascinating. Alright. And that's the end of day 2. I don't know if there are any hidden locations yet. I will look around, we'll try to find them, but I don't know if I'll be able to find any. We'll see.